العرض على وشك أن يبدأ، ونود أن نغتنم هذه اللحظة لتقديم الشكر إلى شركائنا المؤسسين طيران الإمارات وهيئة دبي للثقافة والفنون ومؤسسة الإمارات للآداب. كما نتقدم بالشكر إلى رعاة فعالية هذا المساء مركز دبي التجاري العالمي وهيئة الطرق والمواصلات. Welcome to Desert Stanza at the Emirates Airline Festival of Literature. Please make your way to your seats as the performance is about to begin. We would like to take a moment to thank our founding partners, Emirates Airline, Dubai Culture and Arts Authority, and the Emirates Literature Festival, and to thank the sponsors of this evening's event, Dubai World Trade Center and RTA. أصحاب السمو، أصحاب المعالي، السيدات والسادة، بالنيابة من مهرجان طيران الإمارات للآداب، يسعدني ويشرفني في أن أرحب بكم في دورة عام 2026 أبيات من أعماق الصحراء. Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Emirates Airline Festival of Literature, it is my honor to welcome you to the 2026 edition of Desert Stanzas. في كل حبة رمل حكاية تنتظر أن تروى. For every grain of sand, there is a story waiting to be told. الإمارات ليست مدن صاخبة وأضواء راقصة فحسب، بل هي رمل وسماء وحكايات. منذ 5000 عام وتحت هذه النجوم اجتمع الناس ليحلموا ويتقاسموا تجاربهم ويستحضروا بالكلام ملامح مستقبل لم يولد بعد. هنا انتقلت الحكايات من أم إلى ابنتها، ومن أب إلى ابنه، ومن مسافر إلى مسافر، وعلى مر السنين ضاعت بعض تلك القصص، لكن الأرض تتذكر والنجوم تتذكر والسماء كذلك. نجتمع هذا المساء لا لنروي القصص فحسب، بل أن نكرم تاريخنا. في كل كلمة نتشاركها صدى لأولئك الذين سبقونا. هذا المساء نحتفي بالناس الذين نحمل قصصهم معنا. The Emirates is not only bustling cities and dancing lights, but sand and sky and stories. For 5,000 years, under these very stars, people have come together to dream, to share their experiences, and to speak into being the futures yet to come. Here, stories have been passed from mother to daughter, from father to son, from traveler to traveler. Over the years, some of these tales have been lost, but the land remembers. The stars and the sky remember. We come together tonight not just to tell stories, but to honor our histories. In every word we share, there is an echo of those who came before us. Tonight, we celebrate the people whose stories we carry. يحمل موضوع هذه الأمسية دعوة للتفكير في القصص التي لم تروى بعد، وفي الروابط غير المرئية التي تجمعنا. فكل عرض تشهده الليلة يصير جزءاً من ذاكرة كل من يختبره، كما تصبح حبة الرمل الواحدة جزءاً من الصحراء. Tonight, we consider the untold stories and the invisible threads between us. Each performance tonight is distinct and yet becomes a part of our shared experience, just like a single grain of sand becomes a part of the desert itself. دعونا نبدأ. Let us begin.
Thank you very much. I'm Simon Armitage. I'm the UK Poet Laureate. It's really great to be here. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for coming along tonight. I'm going to read a couple of poems which are completely inappropriate to the desert environment. I thought we could just use our imaginations. No point coming to the desert and reading poems about sand. So this is a poem about the greatest day in the school calendar. It's called a snow day. It's the day when you didn't have to go to school. I call it Sniper's Alley, you call it the pavement. You call it the dawn chorus, I call it aerial bombardment. I just needed a snow day, a go slow day, an Alamo day, a living in my own private Idaho day. I just needed a snow day. I see double agents, you see market traders, you see triple rainbows, I see space invaders. I just needed a think day, a blue-tongued skink day, a me in the kitchen sink day, a pullback from the brink day. I just needed a think day. I say Novichok, you say herbs and spices, you say hollyhocks, I say listening devices. I just needed a head day, an all day in bed day, a nothing said day, a rainwater and dry bread day. I just needed a head day. For snake oil, read frankincense. For the eyes as the windows of the soul, read artificial intelligence. For drone, read red kite. For rush hour, read red alert. So, thanks for asking, but today's a no day. I just needed a snow day. And this other poem is about... oh, thank you very much. It's always that awkward moment at a poetry reading, where a bit like being in church, without the fun. This is a poem called Folk Song, and it's about spring blossom. And I really hope you enjoyed the rest of the evening and all the other poets on the bill tonight. Folk Song. You lost your sparkle at the fair, apple, cherry, blackthorn, pear. Watched every petal disappear among the glamour and the glare, and dodgem cars and flying chairs, and candy floss and dancing bears, the goldfish and the silverware. Apple, cherry, blackthorn, pear. Glitz and glitter in the air, but blossom neither here or there. Apple, cherry, blackthorn, pear. The woods beyond were sparse and spare, the branches empty-handed, bare, no glint of blossom anywhere. Apple, cherry, blackthorn, pear. You walked the planet for a year, slept in the jaws of winter's snare, knelt at a campfire like a prayer. Apple, cherry, blackthorn, pear. Then woke one morning in a rare, illuminated atmosphere. The trees wore flowers in their hair, and on the hill you stopped to stare at blackthorn, apple, cherry, pear, and blossom blossomed everywhere, and everywhere, and everywhere, and everywhere, and everywhere, and everywhere, and everywhere. Apple, cherry, blackthorn, pear. Thank you.
نشكر سايمون أرميتاج شاعر البلاط في المملكة المتحدة. We thank Simon Armitage, Poet Laureate of the United Kingdom. من الدار البيضاء تحمل إلينا شعراً رقيقاً عميق الأثر، وكما ينهض العنقاء من رماده سيصدح شعرها في أرجاء المكان. أهلاً بالشاعرة سكينة حبيب الله على خشبة المسرح. From Casablanca, Soukaina Habiballah brings us poems that linger long after the echoes fade. Please join me in welcoming her to the stage.
مساء الخير. سعيدة بوجودي في هذا المكان الساحر وأمام هذا الجمهور الرائع. شكرا جزيلا لمهرجان الإمارات، مهرجان طيران الإمارات للأدب على هذه الفرصة الرائعة. سأقرأ عددا من القصائد المختلفة المواضيع، ولكن التي يربط بينها خيط غير مرئي نسميه الشعر. القلب. أحب أن أسميه أنف المهرج، لأنه مستدير قليلا ويميل إلى الحمرة، لأن من يراه يفكر بالضغط عليه متخيلا صوتا يصدر منه، لأن البعض لا يتمالك يديه بالفعل ويضغط. أحب أن أسميه أنف المهرج، لأن أحدا حين يخطفه على غفلة من أحد آخر ويهرب راكضا ينفجر الجميع بالضحك، لأن التنفس صعب في وجوده، لأنه وإن سقط منك فجأة على الأرض سيظن الجميع أن ذلك جزء من العرض، وقد يصفقون لك. الطريق تهزمه الخطوة، الباب تتكفل به المفاتيح، عين تغمض تخرج العالم كله عن السياق، ورضيع جرب المشي للتو بوسعه جعلك تضع يديك طوال الوقت على صدرك. كلمة صغيرة، ألا تظن أن باستطاعتها طي صفحة كل هذا الحب؟ الحب لم يحصل أن رأينا الحب وجها لوجه، لم يلوح لنا من بعيد، ولم يمد لنا يده المليئة بالورد تاركا الوقت كله لنا كي نزيل أشواكه العالقة بأيدينا، لكن لسبب ما تسنى لنا سماع صوته مثل صراخ شخص عالق بين الأنقاض، حادا في البداية ثم خافتا فيما بعد. وحين رفعنا الكلمات المحطمة من فوقه والصمت الثقيل وجدناه مغطى بالغبار، ميتا ومجمدا في وضعية من كان يهم بالهرب. الضجة في الحياة كانت أعلى من أسمعكم، ولكن لم أبقكم ولا مرة خلف الباب، فتحت لكم على الدوام، وكنت أعرف أنكم تطرقون من اهتزاز قلبي. قلبي أحد ما وضع حجرا ثقيلا فوق قلبي. قلبي كباعة الجرائد المرصوصة على الأرصفة في يوم عاصف، أحد ما وضع حجرا ثقيلا فوق قلبي. قلبي وقلبك هذان الحجران، دعنا نخرجهما من صدرينا الآن ولنحكهما ببعض وننتظر الشرارة. على طريقة البيوت نتقدم في السن، على طريقة البيوت. في البداية يظهر خط صغير على الوجه لا يأخذه أحد على محمل الجد، ومع الوقت إذ تتفاقم التصدعات تجمع الأسماء خائفة أغراضها من رؤوسنا وتغادر، تاركة خلفها فراغا مهولا تبني فيه قوارض صغيرة جحورها، ولا تخرج منه إلا حين تجوع كي تقضم شيئا ما في صدورنا، مصدرة خشخشة تشتد مع كل نفس. إننا نتقدم في السن على طريقة البيوت. في النهاية يعرف الجميع أننا آيلون للسقوط، يشير إلى ذلك مرورهم السريع ونظرتهم التي تتوقع الركام. اليد البالية أحيانا ترتفع لتلوح، وقد كنت فقط تريد عد الباقي والانصراف، وفي بعض الأحيان تصفع بقسوة، فيما نيتك الحقيقية كانت وضعها بحنان على كتف. وفي بعض الأوقات تفاجئك وهي تسقي وردة في قلب من خططت طويلا لقتله. لا تخف، إنها اليد تتذكر ماضيها، ولا أحد باستطاعته منعها من ذلك. فما من إنسان على هذه الأرض كان أول من استعمل يده. يتساوى في ذلك الجميع لحسن الحظ. نتفهم هذا جيدا. نتفهم أن الكمية محدودة، وأن علينا تبادل هذه الأيدي بيننا لآلاف السنين برضا كامل وبلا تأفف، مثل عائلة فقيرة تتبادل بينها الملابس الرثة. فما نسميه خطوطا ليس في نهاية الأمر إلا آثار الخياطة لترقيع اليد البالية. لدي بيت في مكان ما. لدي بيت في مكان ما، أنا متأكدة من ذلك، لكنني لم أجد بعد الطريقة المختصرة التي توصل إليه، ولا حتى تلك الطويلة كاحتضار. لدي بيت في مكان ما، أنا متأكدة من ذلك، وإلى أن أجده ستظل يداي تجهشان كل ليلة بالمفاتيح. شكرا جزيلا.
تعمل الأوركسترا الوطنية للشباب في دبي على رعاية المواهب الموسيقية الشابة في دولة الإمارات وتنميتها، ويسعدنا هذا المساء أن نرحب برباعي الوتريات للشباب. The National Youth Orchestra of Dubai nurtures talented young musicians from the UAE. Tonight, we are thrilled to welcome the National Youth String Quartet. كتاباته نابضة بالدقة والعاطفة، وصاحب قصص متجذرة لا تنسى، تدعونا إلى الضحك والتأمل والابتهاج معا. نجدد ترحيبنا بشاعر مختلف، مايكل بيدرسون. Michael Pedersen is known for his sharp, heartfelt writing and lively performances filled with warmth and humor. Tonight, we are fortunate to have him with us. Please make him feel welcome.
Thank you. Hello. I'm Michael Pedersen. I'm the Mackay, the Poet Laureate of Edinburgh, the capital of Scotland. And it's a thrill to be here. I'm going to read two super short pieces designed, sculpted, conjured to be experienced under such a canopy of astral brilliance as this. The first one's a love poem about sitting close to someone you care deeply about and staring at that gorgeous milky dish, the moon. It's called Let the Lilac In. Having heard through the day, let me be your armchair by the night window. Unhaul, curry in, into this cradle of salt and buffer, inject those wayfarer bones. Douse down the day's flare of voices. See the restless gritters sleep, or even better, delete themselves. Be held, a pebble lagooned in water's midnight minerals. Behold, moon, plated in the eyes of an owl. Starlight's lapidary scrawl rallying the dark like hot ash caught in spider's web. The luminescence graffitiing your slippers and sloshed onto the chin's timber. Hush now, as on my lap you begin a dreamer's mumble. Sleepwalking lips search the air until finding my skin. Thank you. That was needy, the thank you in between poems. I appreciate that, and you got on board. So I'm next going to introduce you really quickly to a place called Muckleflugga. Now, Muckleflugga used to be the UK's most northernly inhabited island. On that island, there's a magical lighthouse. Now, if you were standing in the bulb room, the gallery room of that lighthouse and staring off into the abyss, you'd be closer to the North Pole than you were to London. So if you were going to ask some big questions of yourself under the gargantuanness of the starry canopies above, this would be the place to do it. And it might just answer back. On the island of Muckleflugga sits one of the most formidable lighthouses on this or any planet. Its wild peril of light is capable of guiding boats and their humans to safety in spite of all manner of storms, gales and hails, not to mention pirates, straying submarines and a litany of other hunters of the aquatic deep. As for the more malevolent presences the light keeps at bay, the less said the better. On account of being charged by starlight, the beam of Muckleflugga Lighthouse is rumoured to be infinite in its luminosity. The great beam, which starts the size of a modest meteor if mishandled, has been known to dwindle to little more than the circumference of a gold coin. That might sound useless, but to a poor soul lost in a thick har or pernicious squall, even a glisk of light can prove enough to rope the way home. It is both a simple and a complicated life for Us and the father of Muckleflugga. Mercurial as the moon might make it, night after night that lighthouse tears its silhouette into the horizon, taking the gloaming to task for the sins it's covering over. The same stars that reflect dreamily in Muckleflugga's window panes are those that send ships spinning in circles until the sea is ready to claim them and all life on board. Thank you so much.
ولدت شاعرتنا التالية في نيو أورلينز، ونشأت في طهران، وتعيش في إدنبرا. لذا يبدو شعرها كجسر يعبر العالم، ينسج خيوطا تجمع هموم البشر في قصيدة واحدة. فنقل مرحبا بالشاعرة مارجوري لطفي، ترافقها إيفا غراسبك. Our next performer was born in New Orleans, grew up in Tehran, and lives in Edinburgh. Marjorie Lotfi's poetry grows in the spaces between, bridging memory and belonging. Tonight, Her verses are shaped by what we carry and what we leave behind. She is accompanied by Eva Grasbach on the violin.
This is a different kind of love poem, one written for my devotedly Muslim grandmother. When my American mother arrived in Tehran in 1972, married to her eldest son, she went to the bazaar, her bazaar, and bought my mother a crucifix and gave it to her, saying, "It doesn't matter what you believe, as long as you believe in something." So I've used her words in this poem in her voice. Mama Bozorg. It doesn't matter that she's blonde, this new daughter-in-law, doesn't know a word of Farsi or how to ta'aruf, always refuse first before accepting a gift. What you believe is your own trouble. Not one of us understands all the words of our mother tongue. Look at the eye, my father told me. Watch it speak. As long as you are here, I will be shelter, will walk the length of my own bazaar and ask the jeweler to sell me a crucifix. Give it to you with these heavy words. Believe in something. Your hands pressed together, palm to palm, are my body folded into the namaz. Each of us measures what we already in ourselves in the mirror and measures what we already know. This second poem is about a tree discovered on an uninhabited island on the very north coast of Scotland, off the north coast of Scotland. It's a crabapple tree. And scientists were delighted about this discovery because they think this tree has been on that island, an uninhabited island, for so many years. It's probably dates from the time of the Ice Age. They were excited about it for all kinds of reasons. When I read about the tree, I thought about families that stay in places of conflict. My family that stayed behind in Iran and that's still there, stayed through the revolution, stayed through wars. And the family I have that's still there, families in places like Gaza that have stayed. And when I saw the tree, I thought of them. So I wrote this poem for them. The Hebridean crabapple. This I understand. The instinct to cling at any cost to the place you are rooted, to see another season through, though the others seed elsewhere. Even in this sedentary act, you push the limit. Winter becomes summer, becomes winter, and you are steadfast on your crag, your outcrop. No one knows the shape of your limbs against a darkening sky. You question the need to grow against the wind. Despite what they say, there's no mystery in simply holding on. And what is home, if not the choice, over and over again, to stay? Thank you.
قصائدها ترسم الرغبة والرحيل والذاكرة، وبلغتها الغنائية تصنع مكانا يلتقي فيه وطنان شكلاها، الجزائر والمملكة المتحدة. أهلا وسهلا بالشاعرة جنت عياشي. Janette Ayashi's poems trace the heart's migration. With lush lyrical language, she creates a meeting place for different cultures shaped by her own two homelands in Algeria and the United Kingdom. Please put your hands together for Janette Ayachi.
I realized from a young age that sometimes the dark vegetation, fauna, and desert of a country is more complementary of character than its people. I feel at home everywhere, as homelands are internal, but in Algeria I was a nocturne-soaked vagabond with the same inquisition as a safari explorer. I wanted to witness the mysterious world that my cousins and aunties told me about, as we shopped at the market, cooked over the stove, or slept side by side on sheepskins on the floor. In the modern Maghreb corners, we tread amongst family. They told me stories and I believed them. Ancient lore, the nobility, speed, and deadliness of the tribes before us. Some invaded Egypt and became pharaohs. Some were water carriers, goat herders, but all were sophisticated agriculturalists living in the pockets of oasis in the medieval Mediterranean. Any caught prodigious was met with assassination, a match in the fast-paced desert warfare tactics of their foes. And whenever a Berber tribe was slaughtered, it was said one emerged from the mirage like the jinn of the desert. I grew to stir over the sand dunes, salt flats, and dry valley plateaus. Last, candles extinguished, eyes accustomed to the dark, cobwebs, the smell of sandalwood, argan, oud, and rot. Osiris and Anubis, Medusa and Poseidon with snakes and forks combing across the turquoise ocean. A sense of celebration here, circumnavigation, a prayer called out across lands. Birth, circumcision, marriage, death, only feasts and festivals, jewelry and family, no truer reality, no finer meaning of life. life. We worshipped rocks and the stars alongside the dead, and science, as noble as it is, showed its very humble beginnings in alchemy, deriving the Arabic word al-kham to name the black soil of the River Nile. I learned how to sacrifice a sheep to snap a rooster's neck at dawn. I carry the power of the Berber women who sang verse as they weaved carpets, recited centuries-old poetry, even if they were illiterate, keeping the mother tongue alive. I harbor the terrifying beauty of the desert within me, in my heart, everywhere I go. Yellow flowers with waxy petals boasting of possible poisonous Calvary. The Sahara, oh, nothing is more deceptive than the desert, where a cascade of the deadly square-headed horned vipers hide under the sand, and rapid heat shifts to freeze as night falls in seconds. I carry the name of my father, who merged the tribe with the Scottish clan. Celts who forged their island, pirated the seas, became gypsies, always returned to the asylum. As fiery, brave, and powerful women who could predict things were always to be feared, frowned upon, and fabled. Ayachi, the highest Atlas mountain in Morocco, home to the bearded vulture, magnetically drawn to a Gia McNeil to procreate ancient traumas and pass down gifts in genes and cells and spirit selves, which are now smored and soldered into my marrow like gold.
الصحراء دوما قادرة على إدهاشنا. ومضة مطر، نداء طائر مفاجئ، أو أغنية يحملها الهواء إلينا. ضيفنا التالي يتجاوز كل التصنيفات السهلة. أرجو أن تشاركوني ترحيب بمدحت ممدوح. The desert can always surprise you. A flash of rain, a sudden bird call, a herd of oryx on the run, a song carried on the wind. Our next performer defies easy categories. Please put your hands together for Medhat Mamdouh.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Just to introducing myself, my name is Medhat Mamdouh. I know it's a little bit hard name, but it's Arabic name. I'm from Egypt. This instrument is called recorder, and I'm playing beatboxing with it. So every sound you hear, just me. There's no sound effects. There's nothing, just me. So I hope you like the show. I am so glad to be here with you. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
ولد في جزيرة لويس، ويتعمق عمله في جزر الهبريد، فيعبر بها كل الحدود. وبصفته مكار اسكتلندا، يعبر شعره عن أمة بأكملها. الليلة من حمل الشعر كمن يعطي وعدا. سيداتي وسادتي، بيتر ماكاي. Born on the Isle of Lewis, Peter Mackay's work is rooted in the Hebrides. As Scotland's Mackay, he speaks for a nation in verse, honouring tradition while imagining its future. Tonight, he brings us the power of poetry as voice, memory, and promise. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Mackay.
Feskerma Gaivule. I'm the Scottish Macker, so I'm responsible for a slightly larger landmass than Michael, but a smaller landmass than Simon, so I'm stretched less thin or more thinly. Stories for me twist and turn, they change between languages and cultures, like a small boat going from port to port, trading different things as it goes on the long journey home. So here is my version of the Odyssey. A very short part of the Odyssey. And I speak in Scottish Gaelic as well as English. In the gíis mi ut mun erat fer shalt the carach non dói a hook jaich bliana a chillig an ilan as jai game an old firm. Well, ma sé briag fuame sé briag hukame ach landike an an ifrin an thli lorach aher. Agus córis in the hachare ána hin ach elpenor. Carriage on ilan e jagiat an an flat an an bial fjarst Atiq etter na falls agus an shankil an an ermen beige for the golden retriever. Elpenor a carriage they and you'll how Gianna on a ho mosoch ho gundochis Atiq etter behe agus bas. Heich me a inyak flat damichshen an an bial fjarst. Flat as nach bechorgo a vi cattle no dúskich. Inish in cheilig an ilan. In Janette arago, in Jana chiolvakicho, in Jana hulrut mar bechor agus mar bedoel agus ma sé briak, vuame sé briak hukame, nere heil Odysseus gan ilan. Had the lorike dinjes mi a vajolacher elpenor. Dinjes mi a vajolach fuse rint flannig. Dinjes mi ik an dron canan, ik an roa hainen shin, no hakem on the haw. Did I ever tell you the story about that man, that canny soul, who took 10 years to come back to the island after going to an old firm match? Well, if this is a lie, it was a lie when I was told it. But on the way home, he ended up in the underworld looking for his father. And who did he meet there but Elpenor, a friend from the island who, on the way home, they had left in Belfast, in a flat somewhere between the Falls Road and the Shankill, cuddled up on a sofa with a huge brute of a golden retriever. Elpenor, what in the name of all that is holy are you doing here, so miserable, so without hope? I fell out of the window of that bloody flat when I was trying to escape, somewhere that I should never have slept, somewhere I should have never woken up. Would you go back to the island for me? Would you do a wake? Would you carry my body to the graveyard? Would you do everything as you should by the rites? Will you ask for them and make them remember me? Now, if this is a lie, it was a lie when it was told to me. But when he went home to the island, Odysseus could find nobody that knew him, could find nobody that remembered Elpenor, could find nobody that could even speak his language, the language I am speaking here now. And worse, could find nobody to even pretend, to listen to the story, to learn it, to pass it on. More thank you.
أما الآن فنلتقي بمن يلتقط شعره من الناس الذين يعيشون على الهامش، أولئك الذين لا يلتفت إليهم أحد وهم يمرون. أمير الشعراء في موسمه الأخير الشاعر الإماراتي عبدالرحمن الحميري. Next, we welcome an Emirati poet whose verses take shape with inspiration from people living on the margins, from the people who go unseen. Please put your hands together for the Prince of Poets, Abdulrahman Alhemeiri.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. شكرا لمهرجان طيران الإمارات للآداب على هذه الأمسية الجميلة النوعية. يعني نحن نحب الصحراء وهي قاحلة، فما بالكم وهي مؤثثة بكل هذا الجمال. هذه القصيدة كتبتها إلى شخص مجهول سأتبرع له بقلبي بعد الوفاة. I wrote this poem, I'm speaking in this poem to unknown person, the person whom I will donate my heart to after my death. بعنوان القيامة. في صدرك الآن أصحو فاغرا لحدي يا للقيامة، إني عشت من بعدي أنسل من برزخي والغيب يرمقني فأقشعر بلا عظم ولا جلد. قلبي أبى أن يوارى في السكون، فما زالت تحصن قلبي سورة الرعد. ما زال يؤوي بنات الفكر في دمه، إن البنات عصيات على الوأد. فإن تدفقت فالطوفان من رمقي، وإن توهجت فالنيران من زندي. وإن دهاك الندى من وردة ضحكت، فالعطر من عندها والشوك من عندي. في الشعر: وإن دهاك الندى من وردة ضحكت، فالعطر من عندها والشوك من عندي. في الشعر: أنساب ماء لا ضفاف له، في الحب أغدو جليدا واقفا ضدي. وكلما رن خلخال يراودني، سمعت في جرسه سخرية القيد. ربيت لي مخلبا فظا وأجنحة، لذلك الآن تشكو رعشة الأيدي. فإن نهيتك عن نهر وعن ثمر، فاغرف كما شئت واقطف، لا تكن عبدي. شكرا. هجرت الأيادي حنان الأيادي، وصرت ترى في الجيوب ملاذا. وها أنت وحدك في جنة، وحواء في الأرض تبكي. لماذا؟ لأنك تجرح سهوا وتمضي، وما مسك الحب إلا استعاذا. وأنت على الأرض طوفانها، وكل غزير تراه رذاذا. قميصك كم قد من دبر، ولم تلتفت كي تقول معاذا. ستحنو وتقسو كأي زجاج تأذى، ولما تكسر آذى. ولست ملاكا ولست رجيما، فنصفك هذا ونصفك هذا. شكرا جزيلا. Thank you.
هو ختام ليس ككل ختام، نهاية ترسم ملامح البداية. ومع آخر محطات رحلتنا هذا المساء، يلتقي الشرق والغرب على خشبة واحدة لاستكشاف أعماق الصحراء عبر كلماتهم، وموسيقى تتجول بين القصائد كأحلام رغيدة. تجتمع الشاعرة الإماراتية عفرا عتيج والشاعر الكولومبي الأمريكي كارلوس أندريس غوميز في أداء واحد، بمرافقة موسيقى الفنان برنت شاتلورث، ليمنحونا عتبة جديدة نحلم من خلالها بالجميل القادم. Our evening concludes with a powerful collaboration across borders. In this commission for Desert Stanzas, Emirati poet Dr. Afra Atiq, Colombian-American poet Carlos Andrés Gómez, and music composer Brent Shuttleworth come together to explore the lost cities buried beneath the desert sands, places once alive with music, stories, and dreams, now reclaimed by time and silence.
No matter how big your fear, no matter the doubters, the odds seemingly endless stacked against, let your purpose be bigger. Let the tremors in your hands become lightning, the sky your sidekick. Open. Like flood rains against droughts, like proof against doubts opened, like a cloudless skyline, like joy after years of grief open your hands. When you've got nothing but everything inside of you, there are sequoia trees that live more than 3,000 years, Arctic terns, who migrate 25,000 miles a year. A leafcutter ant can carry 50 times its body weight in its mouth. That would be like picking up 2 pickup trucks with your jaw. Tell me again, what is not possible, what I cannot do, what is the limit? Nature made it harder, maybe, but impossible? Be the proof, be the present, be the one shot out of 1 million, 1 out of 7.97 billion, out of thin air. Build the possible, breath pounding your lungs, pierced by the bitter winter air. I dare another doubter, another gutless set of bones, because your purpose is so vast, it makes everything else small. The doubts, the nerves, the dry mouth, the fingers quivering, the constant chorus of naysayers that won't shut up. What they don't yet know, only by walking through this fire field of fear can any human being actually be called brave. There are so many people who make this festival possible. Invisible, thankless hours. I want us to thank them and recognize them right now. I consider many of them family, more than friends. Isabel, Ahlam, okay? Marianne, Joe. Andy has done so much work. Where are you, Andy? Right here. All the other volunteers, the entire Emirates Airline Festival of Literature team. Give it up for them. Brent and I see a lot of familiar faces here. People that we love from Dubai, people from festivals all over the world, some of which have invited us. If we don't know you, please come up and say hi afterward. We would love to catch up with you, to meet you for the first time, maybe to visit you in some far-off place at your house or your festival. You are such a gift. Give it up for yourselves if you are inspired. We have one more and then we're going to close out this night. Give it up for yourselves. On 3, make as much noise as possible. 1, 2, 3. You are neither myth nor machine, a marvel made whole by what we can't behold. You know, the illusion is what the world prescribed, what we were told we had to be. So you sidestep the contrived, live radiant in your skin, so present that this very moment you live inside of makes those around you feel more alive. You are the definition of limitless, the knotted throat that could not choke the words I love you or abuela, te quiero mucho from the lips of that teenage kid. You are a walking metaphor for walking through the fear, having trained your mouth to carry words with weight, the first to say what you must. There is no time to waste. And yeah, you learn to dance, even if you never really learned to dance and can't really hold a beat, or maybe you can, and dance like no one is watching, or every set of eyes were made to be trained just on you. A ballroom waltz in your wheelchair, a tango into pop and lock, a Vogue pose, ignoring whatever you were told you were supposed to be. Just being you has always been solid gold, and these days you only keep it brash and bold like a first-time father, learning how to swaddle and hold his newborn. You started us off, and now we've all come along, singing off-key falsetto to your mama's favorite song. Passers-by can't help their wide eyes, whether street ball, stutter step, and sneaks, or stiletto slide. It's not what's on your feet, but what you've got inside. Lighthouse of the house party, quirky kid in the salmon tux, introvert in a corner, tucked, forever rocking your all-time best outfit, your uniqueness, favorite jacket, your quick wit. Listen, no one cares about the guy on the billboard. We know he is not real. A real man is just whatever is the most real for you. It's you, man. Just as you are. Magic. If you are inspired by every poet who came up here, give it up for every single poet who came up here. People who are playing the recorder and beatboxing, the quartet, everyone. We are about to do a world premiere event right now. Again, my name is Carlos Andrés Gómez. This is Brent Shuttleworth. We created this for tonight. Brent Shuttleworth, who happens to be my best friend and the most brilliant musician, composer, and producer I have ever met. He created a track to say thank you to the entire Emirates Airline Festival of Literature team and every single one of you, just for tonight to close out Desert Stanzas, my favorite event of all time. This is being done for the first time. It is also being done for the last time, which means this is the only time. We're about to get one more microphone up here on stage because I want to welcome a literary legend from right here in Dubai, also a dear friend of ours. Many of you know who she is because you should know her name. Please give it up for Dr. Afra, Atiq. We lineate this lineage with images and rhyme, a universe inside each grain within the sands of time. Siempre al mal tiempo buena cara, oiga, a sun shower is beaming mi pana. Give us music, let bars sing sin duda. Bathe each common thing with light like Neruda. In the story of your life, what is yet to be told? Why withhold when we can be held and remold what is or will be? Behold, poetry that folds syllables into gold spoke couplets, verdant as orchard grass. With each hour's pass, another fallen mask, a breathing past. Switch fate from clickbait and make the hour last. I weave in desert lore, cleave the hourglass. I hold it with my gaze, my ancestors hold me. With every page, I mold it upon this stage, emboldened. I hear the sage and roll with momentum's every wave. I told it, the story beyond the glory. They see these grains of sand as flooring, but what if each one bears a million stories that constellates a lineage restoring, which resonates a time signature in scoring to give us back our music and rhyme to reshape the sands of time. We lineate this lineage with images and rhyme, a universe inside each grain within the sands of time.
My language began in three-word sentences, all subject, object, verb, verb, subject, noun, فعل, فاعل, مفعول به, مبتدأ وخبر, constantly arranging and rearranging meaning, consonants like constellations, countless components composed into something I could carry, folded into what would fall in place because language is living legacy, inherited and excavated all at once, a grand grid of moving parts puzzling themselves together through stories and verses varied. See, language does not move in a straight line or a preset path pointing in the direction of a poem. They say poetry does what words cannot. Mais la poésie n'est pas un coïncident des mots. And what is language but a connection, an exchanging of meaning? Kalimat, huruf, qasayid, the lyrical foundation of a story. This story.
Give it up for Dr. Afra Atiq. Give it up for Brent Shuttleworth. Again, my name is Carlos Andrés Gómez. Give it up for yourselves. Lineate this lineage with images and rhyme, a universe inside each grain within the sands of time. We lineate this lineage with images and rhyme, a universe inside each grain within the sands of time. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. We appreciate you. Thank you, Dubai. Thank you, Emirates Airline Festival of Literature.